Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of May 31st, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, my friend, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Virgo not see coming for the week of May 31st, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Carless. At the bottom of the deck, we have shine. Now, yes, it's possible for some of you, you might have some motor vehicle issues this week or transportation issues. So I would be mindful of delays. Tell me more about Carless. Why is this here for the Virgo collective this week? Take a look at that and put it back in the deck. The Magician, which is you. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Virgo this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the World card. Okay. The bottom of the deck, situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, and a Ten of Cups. Six of Swords, Five of Cups, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let's get a couple of cards here on the table for you. Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Virgo this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. I don't like the energy that I'm getting here. Nine of Wands clarified by Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hierophant. Clarify that Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I'm getting a good energy off of you. I'm not getting a good energy off of this person, this entity. We'll see when we get there. Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Empress. Well, you're looking spectacular this week, although you're going through something emotionally difficult. Tell me about the World card. One more shuffle. Thank you. The World is clarified by the Sun, the Strength card, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of that, Queen of Swords. Wow. I don't know what you have gone through, okay? But something, there was a chapter here, okay, in your life. It's been quite difficult, very emotionally disappointing, maybe even financially difficult for you. I feel like there's been this period here. I don't know what's happening with it. I don't know if it's coming back. I don't know if it's going away. Situation, environment, or connection, okay? Take it how it resonates to you. And if it's a connection, it's professional, platonic, or romantic. But we go from like not knowing what to do about this to suddenly it's like we're going from carless, like no movement, to rapid movement. So there's an ending here to a cycle in your life. It's happening a lot quicker than maybe you thought it was happening. For some of you, it's a marriage, the end of a job, an end of a career path. But it's like something new is immediately happening. Like there's almost no delay between the chapter that's closing out and the new chapter. But I just feel like something here that has been like stuck or you weren't quite sure what's happening with it. There's all this new. I feel like the universe is pushing you now onto a new chapter, if you will. I think you've been in this holding pattern. Sometimes the Six of Swords card in your deck I see as a holding pattern. Like we're just going round and round, not knowing what to do with this person, with this offer, with this opportunity. And now I feel like it's rapid. It's like coming to a close. Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star card. Wow, to the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is quickly coming to an end here. And I feel like it's your decision with that Queen of Swords. Because for me, queens exist in the present. They process the past. They process incoming information. And then the kings take action. And king or queen, I don't read body parts, but you're here as the Empress, which is the queen of all queens or the king of all kings. So there's a decision here that you're making. Like, I'm tired of waiting for this. I'm waiting for this to come back. I'm waiting for something to be fixed here, or I'm waiting for the opportunity. Like, I just get a feeling from you, I'm not waiting anymore. It's emotionally disappointing. I was really hoping I'd get the job. I wish they would call me back. I wish I could reconcile with this person. You know, whatever it is here, but you're like, you know what? No more waiting. I know enough. I've gleaned enough information and I just want to move on now. I'm going to move on towards and find another job or another friend or another lover, something like that. This is very quickly. What's going on with this person here in that Eight of Swords? One more shuffle. Thank you. What's going on with this person? 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the Star card, bottom of the deck, Justice. For some of you, the Hierophant, 10 of Swords, and Justice. This could be a marriage that is quickly devolving, like quickly coming to an end. Oh my God, Justice, Death card, Page of Swords, 5 of Swords, Judgment. There's a lot of manipulation, possibly triangulation here. If it's not a marriage, it could be a long-term committed partnership or someone that you wanted that with, but it's rapidly ending. And this person is aware that it's ending. They're also irritated by the fact that you are precipitating the ending, or they feel like now suddenly you're rushing the ending. Like now you don't want to wait for the job. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm speaking to a Virgo. You put in your resume and applications at ABC Corporation, and they have been very slow to get back to you about whether or not they want to hire you or not. You went already on the interview, you liked the job, you stopped going on any other interviews because you thought, that's my job. I have a really good feeling about this. And you waited and you waited and you waited. And that 9 of Wands, you're looking over like, how much freaking longer? 8 of Wands, do I have to wait for a communication to come in? And finally, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to look for another job. And so you move forward. And now suddenly they're here like, oh my God, what do you like? Now they call you or something. Now they want to offer you the job. And you're like, no, you made me wait 3 weeks. You seem to be like an unreliable company. I can't wait anymore, right? I got mouths to feed, bills to pay. So I'm just moving forward. I'm going to find another job. And I just feel like you're taking control of a situation. I feel like this person thought they were in control. They're not in control. They couldn't make you wait endlessly for a job. You're deciding to go elsewhere. Again, if this is like with a friend, family member, or lover, I mean, we have that 10 of Swords here on the table. So it's like maybe you were waiting for reconciliation. You were waiting for the two of you to be able to come back together again. And they made you wait and wait and wait and wait. But I don't know, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's a little selfish energies there sometimes with that 8 of Swords. So it's possible you were like, I'm done with the waiting. I'm just going to move forward. This isn't what I wanted, but you're making the decision here. And this person seems a bit blindsided by it, although they're the ones that created the wait, or they created the 10 of Swords moment. Anything else you need to know about this person this week? Anything else you need to know about this person this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. The 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the 2 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. I think this person thought they were going to be able to keep you on a loop endlessly. Keep you waiting for the job, keep you waiting for reconciliation. You know what I mean? This is like the person you go out on a date and you have a great date, and then the next day you try texting them or calling them. They don't answer. They don't text back. They ghost you, and they just keep you hanging on that loop. They just keep you waiting, waiting, waiting. And it's like, this is a week where you're like, I'm done waiting. I'm done. And suddenly now they're heartbroken because you've taken the power out of their hands and you put it back in yours, which you were supposed to do all along. So I think this was a little bit of a lesson here for you this week, or it was a lesson that this week you're learning. 7 of Cups, the Magician, and the 6 of Cups. Look at that 5 of Swords. Look at the manipulation, wanting to keep you stuck, waiting for them to make the decision here. And it looks like this week you're taking the wheel, if you will, and moving in another direction. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. I'm really proud of you for this. So a situation, environment, connection has been stuck, stagnant, stalled. I feel like the wait is over this week because you're choosing to move on from it. You're choosing to move in a new direction. And this person is quite shocked at this decision. I think they thought that they were going to endlessly keep you on a loop or something like that. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. 3 cards of advice for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice for this week: the Hierophant, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. You're doing the absolute right thing. 7 of Swords. Look at this person's manipulation. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Inconsistent, impulsive, reckless, conflict, tension, drama, betrayal. Someone who wanted to win at all costs. Deception, lying, cheating, wanting to get away with something. So really terrible energy here for this person. And they have the 4 of Wands. I mean, for some of you, this is someone, 4 of Wands, the World card. You were married to them. You shared residence with them. Or if not, that 4 of Wands could just be some type of structure and stability in your life. Could even be like a community group that you're part of, or a political or religious organization. I just feel like you're done waiting. Your advice here is for you to take control of this, to reject this waiting that this person has been doing, and go chase your 10 of cups, that emotional or maybe even financial stability and abundance that you're seeking, because it clearly doesn't reside here anymore. I think you're making the right decision, and your advice is to pivot away from whomever or whatever this is. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.